Iberia 315 Víctor Yankee, contacte con Canarias aproximación 129 decimal 3, que tenga muy buen vuelo, hasta otra, gracias.
129 decimal 3, Iberia 315 Víctor Yankee, muchas gracias, hasta luego.
Speedbird 97 Juliet, Lanzarote Tower, ready to copy?
Ready to copy, Spirit, that's what you
Speedbird 907 Juliet, clear to destination via Coral 7 Mike departure, out of runway 03, initial climb to 120, squawk 4444.
Clear to Gibraltar. Coral 7 Mike departure, runway 03 for departure, initial climb 120 and squawk in quadruple 4.
Speedbird 907 Juliet, Viva correct, sir.
Lanzarote Tower, good evening, to EJet 254 established, I left 03.
12,000.
To EJet 254, hello sir, welcome to Lanzarote, wind from 330 degrees.
Apologies guys, had to just restart the stream. TikTok decided to just end the stream all of a sudden, so
03, clear to land
very nice of it.
to EJet 254.
Iberia 2 Max Zulu, ready for up, start and pushback.
So guys, we're pretty much all ready to go.
Iberia 2 Mike Zulu, QNH 1018, push and start approved facing north.
Push and start approved, facing north and QNH 1018.
So before start parking brake is set ticket speeds and thrust 131, 131, 136, thrust 72. Windows and doors closed, beacon. There's no one. Apologies about that, Lee. Decided to kick me off. So we're just waiting for all the ground equipment to be clear. And then we'll go.
We are ready for pushback.
So after departure, we're just going to double check see.
Fox, cambio de frecuencia aprobado, muchas gracias por visitar Lanzarote, que tenga un buen día, hasta otra.
So we are actually going to come out of controlled airspace after departure, but
Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey, QNH 1018, push and facing south.
QNH 1018, push and start approved, facing north, Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey.
4 Papa Whiskey facing south.
Correction, facing south, 4 Papa Whiskey.
so I actually remember to update the Phoenix. I forgot to update it, so updated it this evening. We do have some scenery for Gibraltar. Obviously, we don't have any scenery here. This is just the standard scenery. So then let's request our. Well, what we can do actually, we don't really need pushback. We could just request engine startup, really. They probably will want us to push back though, actually, I guess. There we go. Lanzarote Tower speed 97 Juliet requesting push and start.
Speedbird 907 Juliet, startup approved, QNH 1018, no pushback needed.
Oh yeah, apologies. Yeah, start of a previous speed 97 Juliet. So what we can do actually is we can be naughty and we'll just get rid of the ground services. So we're clear for startup. So engine, just make sure parking brake's set. Wonderful. Starting number 1.
Lanzarote Heliman Delta stand 9 QNH 1018, we're fully ready, request system start.
Briefing 9er Delta, QNH 1018, startup approved, hold position for pushback please.
Start closed and we'll hold position, Griffin 9 Delta.
All customers have now boarded and we're about to brief you on the safety procedures of this Airbus 319. We ask that you remove your personal headphones until the end of the briefing. Portable electronic devices may be used during the flight as long as they are in flight safe mode. Unfortunately, Wi-Fi services will not be available on our flight today. please complete any emails or messages you wish to
Iberia
send
2 Mike
now
Zulu, request taxi.
using your devices in flight safe mode. You can use handheld devices.
Iberia 2 Mike Zulu, contact with Lanzarote ground 121 decimal 8.
Personal headphones
121 decimal 8, Iberia 2 Mike Zulu.
your items, including laptops, must be switched
Starting
off
to.
and stowed away safely.
Lanzarote Tower, good day, Iberia Express 1621, ILS 03.
Iberia Express 1621. Hello sir, welcome to Lanzarote. Wind from 330 degrees, 5 knots, runway 03, clear to land.
03, clear to land, Iberia Express 1621.
Specific to this aircraft type, such as brace position,
Tweejet 254, contact with Lanzarote ground 121 decimal 800.
level lighting will go
121 8004, Twitter 254, bye bye, Merry Christmas.
pointed out to you now. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, bearing in mind this may be behind you.
So, may get transferred over to the ground, I'm not sure, we'll see what.
High-heeled shoes must be taken off.
Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey, affirmative, contact with Lanzarote ground 121 decimal 8, see you in seconds.
Seatbelt signs are on, and it is fastened and adjusted like this, and opened.
Take off config,
For your comfort and safety, we recommend
engine 2 is available.
fastened and visible at all times during the flight.
AP off.
If the cabin air supply fails, oxygen will be provided. Oxygen masks like this will appear automatically. If you're wearing a face mask, this should be removed before putting on an oxygen mask. Stay in your seat and pull the oxygen mask towards you.
Lanzarote Tower, speedbird 97 Juliet. Do we need to also transfer to ground?
And breathe normally. Adjusting the valve to secure it.
It's actually gone offline to be.
Silver 97 Juliet, give me 1 second because ground is disconnected, so give me 1 second, stand by.
Make sure your own mask is fitted.
No problem, speedbird 97 Juliet.
Your life jacket is underneath.
So it's so busy here today. It's so busy.
Remove the jacket from its container and pull it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at the side.
Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey, okay.
To inflate, pull the red toggle as shown. The air
Silver 97 Juliet, try again with Lanzarote ground 121 decimal 8.
Over to ground 121 decimal 8. Speak to you shortly, speedbird 97 Juliet.
until you are outside the aircraft.
Right.
That's
One,
now
two,
speed,
one,
Griffin 9
one,
Delta,
eight.
do you want us to switch
Flight
to the
safe
ground
mode
as well?
this feature enabled now. Handheld
Griffin 9 Delta, affirmative, Lanzarote ground 121 decimal 8.
larger devices, including laptops, must be switched off and
Hey, buddy, how are we doing? Apologies, mate. It was my bad. Well, it wasn't my bad, really. It was TikTok's bad.
Lanzarote ground, good evening, Twitter 254.
please don't move it and let one of your cabin crew know. Devices must be switched off.
Dan
Not being used.
Tango 6
Your hand baggage is
via Alpha and Tango 6.
seat in front of you or in an overhead locker.
Via Alpha and Tango 2 to send Tango 6 for Twitter 254.
Planted into someone.
Ground, good evening, Griffin 9 Delta, span 9.
So, after start, Tantias not recording, income status check, pitch trim, 0.6 up, rudder trim is in neutral, so flight controls.
Seats in the upright and take-off position with the armrest down and your tray table is folded away. Window blinds must now be in the open position in
Flight controls, full up,
the take-off.
full down,
Smoking, including
neutral, full left,
cigarettes, vaping and the
full
use of
right,
Connect tower.
neutral, rudder, full left,
at any time whilst
full right,
This is
neutral.
the toilet switch operated with smoke detectors.
So, let's request our taxi clearance.
Please ask a member of your cabin crew. Thank you very much for your attention.
Lanzarote ground, good evening, speedbird 97 Juliet requesting taxi. See what it has to say.
Lanzarote ground, Griffin 9 Delta.
We'll give you an update about our overhead as well shortly. Just going to see what. So we've got the TUI jet on the right hand side of us. Full of aircraft. I'd imagine that'll be the new PMDG 737. We've got another Iberia here as well.
Lanzarote ground, good day. Iberia Express 161, vacated Echo 2.
I think this chap's having some issues with his mark.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
The only thing I would say, Lee, just double check your graphics settings. So mine reset the other day after doing the SIM update, which was causing me a lot of stuttering.
Lanzarote ground, good day. Iberia Express 161, vacated at Echo 2.
I think we'll end up going back over to Tower Freezers shortly. No, he's gone off Flanagan. So what we'll do, request taxi through there. So, hey up.
Within 9 Delta, Lanzarote ground, say again please.
Yeah, we've been trying to call ground on 121.8, but there's no response from anybody. I think he's just logged off. Can we request push and start?
Within 9 Delta, yes, push and start approved facing south.
Push through facing south, within 9 Delta.
Iberia Express 161, request taxi to gates.
Iberia Express 161, taxi to stack number 11 via Alpha.
Yeah, mine changed to 4K for some reason. I was thinking, I wonder it was stuttering.
Iberia Express 1621, caution with Airbus 321 Neo pushing back on Sun9er on Griffin Airlines.
Iberia Express 161.
Tower Speedbird 97 Juliet requesting taxi.
Speedbird 907 Juliet, taxi to holding point Echo 4, runway 03 via Charlie and Romeo.
Echo 4, runway 03 Charlie and Romeo, Speedbird 97 Juliet. Charlie, Romeo.
Iberia to Mexico, we are ready for takeoff.
West to Mike Zulu, yes. Affirmative, wind from 330 degrees, 5 knots, runway 03, clear for takeoff.
Still clear for takeoff, Iberia to Mexico.
Thanks lots.
Lanzarote Tower, hello again. Iberia Papa.
Cheers for that user, much appreciated.
Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey, behind Iberia on departure, line up and wait, runway 03, behind.
Behind, mention traffic, lining up, the runway 03 behind Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey.
Tower, contact the Pinata Golf, on final 03.
Area 3, 9er Golf, continue approach, number 1.
Clear approach number 1, contact the Pinata Golf.
The left side, the right side.
Iberia 2 Mike Zulu, contact with Canarias Control 123.60. Have a nice flight, bye bye.
Connect Canaria approach 123.630, Iberia to Mexico, bye bye.
So, taxi, checklist, flight control check, flap setting, conform plus overhead, predicted wind system on an auto, engine base selector, norm, and a camera take off no
Wind
blue.
from 330 degrees, 5 knots, runway 03, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 03, Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey.
So, not done many flights from Lanzarote. I've flown to Lanzarote myself many a time, but not so much. There's no scenery for Lanzarote, which is a little bit disappointing for flights in 24. It'd be nice if there was. And there's the Iberia just departed next to us. So we clicked the Echo 4, which is a fairly decent stretch. Not as long runway as Fuerteventura's.
Area 3 9er Golf, expect late clearance.
Roger, Pinata Golf.
So there's one aircraft inbound who's about... I can just see him into view. We'll hold at the holding point at Echo 3. Echo 4 even.
Transavia 39er Golf,
Everyone have
wind
it.
from 330 degrees, 5 knots, runway 03, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 03, Transavia 39er Golf.
Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey, contact with Canarias Control 123.650.
Canarias Control 123.630 Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey, 10.0 yours.
Griffin 9 Delta, request height, please.
Griffin 9er Delta, taxi to holding point Echo 4, runway 03 via Bravo and Romeo.
Echo 4 via Bravo and Romeo, Griffin 9 Delta.
So then, line of checks from a 03 confirmed, TCAS TARA packs 1 and 2 both on. No one on the approach path.
Transavia 39er Golf, vacated, Echo 2.
Transavia 39er Golf, contact with Lanzarote ground 121.8.
121.8, thanks so much, bye-bye.
I've never really flown to Gibraltar. I think I've done maybe one flight to Gibraltar. Not very often. So we're just waiting for that aircraft to get off the runway. Once he's off the runway, I'm sure we'll get our clearance.
Speedbird 97 Juliet, line up and west runway 03.
Ah, wait, 03, Spirit 972. I didn't even notice, to be fair. Yeah, I've only flown there once before. There's obviously no SID or star either, so it's pretty much a
Speedbird
visual approach.
97 Juliet, winds from 330 degrees, 5 knots, runway 03, clear for takeoff.
Left takeoff 03, Spirit 97 Juliet. Just 50%. Man, Flex 72, SMS runway, auto thrust blue. Thrust set. V1, rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Nav.
Speedbird 97
Just
Juliet,
climb.
contact with Canarias Control 123.650. Have a nice flight, bye bye.
Hello, can I have 126.650, Spirit 900 bye. AP1.
123.650.
Roger, 123.650, Spirit 900 bye. Clap servants. AP1 thrust, open climb 12,000.
Tenemos unos esperamos 36 en la palma, Nice 76 Lima Bravo, le confirmo, esperamos el nivel final 1401 medio 2. Copiado.
Nose control, Spirit 97 Juliet, passing 2,300.
Spirit 97 Juliet, hello radar, contact line level 380.
I'm in 380, Spirit 97 Juliet. Open climb 380.
Whiskey, proceed direct Tisca, descend 5,000 feet, CNH 1019er.
So there's Costa de Guise over to the right hand side of the aircraft. Whichever view of it. Arrecife over at the wing side at the moment.
Point for one, can you spell
If I'm honest, I don't. I know it's coming out to VATSIM 2025, but PS5, sorry. I'm not sure when though. This is Costa de Guise on the right hand side of the wing.
¿Sería posible un directo a Bunix? Mira mucho más que. Nice a 799 Tango, afirmo, directo a Bunix. Muchísimas gracias, directo a Bunix. Nice a 799 Tango. Leipzig 7 Charlie Kilo, hello, radar contact, descend flight level 130, yeah.
I have no idea, if I'm honest, buddy. I wish I did know, but I don't know.
On point for one, we cannot find it. Can we have vectors?
Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, you may continue with the arrival you are following.
I've not come across Chase Plane, Lou. What's that about? Is that a new viewer?
I think I have the wrong arrival because I have
Standard pressure.
Canada, good afternoon, Eurowings 8 X-ray, level 257, but come back.
Eurowings 8 November X-ray, hello, radar contact, cleared comba for Victor arrival, runway 36.
If I'm honest, buddy, I have no knowledge of PS5. I've only ever played PC, so I couldn't really answer. If I'm honest.
Block. Nice, 799 Tango, llame Canarias, 126,1, hasta luego. 126,1, gracias por el control, otra. Leipzig 7 Charlie Kilo, proceed direct L'Alto, descend altitude 5,000 feet.
10,000 feet, so landing lights can come off. See that's off.
5,000 feet, CNH 1019er.
How does it work? Is it something you have to do in replay mode, or does it do it within sim at the same time? Once we get our controlled airspace, which isn't going to be too long, I'll explain what's going on with the overhead as well. For those of you that follow me on TikTok, you've probably had a bit of an inkling already of what's going on.
Canex 669, radar contact, flight level 350. Clear Summer 6 Charlie arrival, runway 03 left.
Summer 6 Charlie arrival, 03 left, Canex 669.
Portugal 9er 8 Kilo, hello, radar contact, cleared Summer 6 Charlie arrival, expect runway 03 left.
It's nice having some different ATC as well, some non-English speaking ATC, makes nice difference.
Delta, Lawco 3 Mike, passing 2,200.
Griffin 9er Delta, hello, radar contact, climb level 240 and cleared Lorpo 1 Golf arrival, expect runway 07.
Climb flight level 240 and Lompa 2 Alpha, 07 Griffin 9 Delta.
Griffin 9er Delta, just to confirm Lorpo 1 Golf arrival.
Have Patrick, sorry mate, I've not seen it. I'll have a look shortly.
549er, descent level 100.
As usual, forgot to start this chrono as well.
Nice, 6 Lima Charlie, aceptaría visual en la 01.
So we'll be over to Unicom after Coral.
Preferimos si puede ser para la ILS de la 01, Nice 6 Lima Charlie.
Copiado. Nice 6 Lima Charlie, cuando listo, descenso, altitud 4.000 pies, el QNH 10118, disculpe.
4000, descendemos para 4000, QNH 1018, Naisa 6 Lima Charlie.
Naisa 76 Lima Bravo, suba a nivel 140, llame Canarias 126,1, hasta luego. Naisa 76 Lima Bravo, llame 126,1, suba a nivel 140.
Seguimos 140, 126,1, gracias, Naisa 76 Lima Bravo.
Yeah, no worries there. I'll check out buddy because I've been after some better camera views to be honest. Yeah, so how we doing, mate? How we doing, buddy? You okay?
And I'm fine for 1 Delta Whiskey.
So once we get out of Coral, go over to Unicom. It'll be a little bit quieter for a bit. Like I say, flight times only an hour and 30 minutes to Gibraltar. It's not actually that far, really. Sort of direction we track for today's flight is so you pretty much track, we head up to over Morocco and pretty much overhead Morocco and then down into Gibraltar. If I'm honest, I have no idea about Gibraltar, so it'll just be a case of playing it by ear, I think. I know it's a very short run, but that's one thing I do know.
1546, alcanzando Costa Delta Victor, pasando 203 para 240.
Iberia Express 1546. Muy buenas, ¿qué tal? Contacto raro, somos el 360.
Para 360, buenas, Daniel, 1546.
¿Qué pasa?
Costa.
So I don't know what you all up to or been up to this weekend. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Apologies we didn't do a stream last night. I was going to, but it was a little bit late by the time I'd realised. Like I say, guys, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try and answer more of them once we're out of control airspace.
549er, descent fly level 70, reduce speed 220 knots.
Descent 7000 and 220 knots, Lufthansa 549er.
Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, reporting the speed.
250.
Left figure 7 Charlie Kilo, turn right heading 200 degrees.
So we've got about 38 miles to Coral and then we'll be pretty much sorted. Yeah, I'll definitely check out, Lee. I'll definitely check out, buddy. I'm not really looked for any other stuff. It's stuff that needs to make my make things a little bit easier in terms of replay as well.
Sorry, Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, second speed, report speed.
Indicated exit 250.
Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, reduce speed 240.
240, Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey.
Left figure 7 Charlie Kilo, brake, Alpine, sorry, left figure 7 Charlie Kilo, report speed.
I don't know what you guys think to having the Canary Islands online. It makes a big difference.
Charlie Kilo, ready speed 230.
There's quite a few times we've flown here and there's been no ATC at all.
Channel 669, request descent.
Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, expedite descent, altitude 30,000 feet.
Expedite 3000 feet, Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey.
Channel 669, at descent, flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Channel 669.
Lufthansa 549, I continue present heading initial vector, descend at 6,000 feet, QNH 1019. Lufthansa 549, I continue present heading initial vector, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1019.
Oh, sorry, present heading 6,000 feet and QNH 1019, Lufthansa 549.
Naisa 6 Lima Charlie, directo Airbus.
Director Airbus, Naisa 6 Lima Charlie.
Iberia 2 Mike Zulu, when ready, descent flight level 130, continue present heading initial vector.
How are you doing the crew in the UK? You've been up to anything? Been on so much?
Left figure 7 Charlie Kilo, right turn heading 235. Right 235,
Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, speed 220.
Speed 220, Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey.
Airways Lima Charlie, ¿nos podría vectorizar? No detecta el initial fix del Irbu. Airways Lima Charlie, izquierda rumbo 075. Izquierda 075, Airways Lima Charlie, gracias. Left 7 Charlie, quiero continue right heading 250 sweet.
Continue 250.
549, descent 5,000 feet, turn right heading 265.
5,000 feet, right heading 265, Lufthansa 59.
He's got a massive control zone to cover that.
Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, right turn heading 310.
Give him that.
That's 310, Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey.
Left 7 Charlie, kilo descent correction of speed 220.
Speed 220.
Massive area he's got to cover.
Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey, continue present heading descent by level 130.
Continue present heading descending 130, Iberia 4 Papa Whiskey.
Nice, 6 Lima Charlie, descienda a 3000 pies, izquierda rumbo 070 grados. Descendemos para 3000 y izquierda 070 grados, nice, 6 Lima Charlie. Left 7 Charlie, kilo descent 3000 feet.
Descent 3000, Charlie.
Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, speed 210, right turn heading 350.
210, left, sorry guys, left 0, Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out, Leo, I really will. I've been looking for something that's a little bit better for good shots, to be fair. It might be what I've seen someone use on another stream, actually. So, we're out of his airspace, technically speaking. I'm just going to give it a minute, just see if he... see if he recognises it. If not, we'll just confirm.
Speed 200 and heading 290.
Lufthansa 549, speed 210, turn right heading...
Oh, it's a lie, there's a new airspace just come online. Casablanca radar,
speed
126,500.
190 and right heading 270, Lufthansa 549.
Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, speed 190, right turn heading 360, please find a vector clear ahead to approach runway 03 left, report established.
Reduce 190,
Casablanca radar.
right. 3,
It's the next radar zone.
Clear the left, 03 left, report established, Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey.
Iberia 2 Mike 2, descent for level 70.
I'm sure they'll soon tell us to get on the right frequency.
Nice, 6 Lima Charlie, izquierda... Bueno, no pasa nada. Izquierda rumbo 030, vector final autorizado directo Zulu de la 01, llama establecido. Izquierda 030 y llaman autorizado CLS Zulu de la 01.
Who else is online on YouTube this evening then? There's quite a few of you online actually.
Está bien el eje. Nice, 6 Lima Charlie. Nice, 6 Lima Charlie. Decimal 5, yeah. Speed 907 unit contact Casablanca 126 decimal 5.
At Casablanca 126, that's small 5. That's speed 907 Juliet, was luscious.
Alpine 41 Delta Whiskey, speed 160 contact tower 118 decimal 3.
Ryanair 51 Juliet, Quebec, Casablanca, good afternoon, report position.
We are currently 107 miles south to Barcelona.
Ryanair 51 from Quebec, Casablanca, radar contact, clear direct to Barpa, maintain flight level 360.
Clear Barpa at maintain 360 and 500.
Casablanca, good day. Speed 907 Juliet, flight level 300.
Rebird 907 Juliet, Casablanca, radar contact, clear direct to Galto, ground and maintain flight level 380.
Continue flight level 380, just to confirm that is Bravo November Sierra.
Rebird 907 Juliet, Galto is Golf Alpha, Lima Tango Oscar.
Good to Galto, Speed 907 Juliet.
907 Juliet, Galto is Golf Alpha, Lima Tango Oscar.
907 Juliet, Galto, Speed 907 Juliet. 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 907 Juliet, Galto, Speed 907 Okay, yeah, I can see him, yeah. Speed to Gibraltar. So we'll just double check that's all correct. Good to Gibraltar, and then we'll insert that into the plan. And continuing plan to 380. So there we go.
Center, go 96, to request descent to Madeira.
Sent to Madeira. That's miles away. So then, yeah, I'll definitely check out Lee and see what it's like. So with regards to the overhead, there's... let me turn this down a little bit. Turn this down a little bit. So, bit of progress with regards to the overhead. So some of you on TikTok will probably already know this. So after numerous tracking issues and shipping issues, I'm pleased to say that I've finally got a tracking number that works, and it's on its way over to the UK as we speak. Where it stops off along the way, who knows? But it has left Thailand now. It's on its way. I don't know if any of you guys have seen VATSIM's post this evening. They've basically set, I think there's about 20 panels that they've shipped all in one go. So I'm guessing that's the real reason for the delay. Obviously when we receive it, we'll be doing a full unboxing and review of it and get it integrated into the setup nicely. In actual fact, the one of the images is actually of my panel that they've took a picture of.
Direct to Charlie Foxtrot 17 right.
But yeah, it's on its way, and so hopefully that'll be with us in the next week or so. Depends how long it takes to clear customs, obviously, in the UK. Hopefully not too long, but obviously over Christmas it's going to be a little bit on the slow side anyway. But yeah, I'm very excited to receive it. With regards to the wing throttle, I have no further updates on that since the other day. So we'll just have to wait and see when that turns up.
Block, Airnotion 56, Foxtrot Golf.
Airnotion 56, Foxtrot Golf, Casablanca radar contact.
So we don't have any charts for Gibraltar, and I don't really know why there's no charts for Gibraltar on Navigraph. There never has been, I don't really know why. But from my memory, pretty much we fly out just around the side of the rock, and then there's some lighting that gets us the right direction.
I don't understand you, I'm sorry.
Flight heading 175.
175, Airnotion 56, Foxtrot Golf.
Jet 2 Bravo, back in the cockpit.
Jet 2 Bravo, if you could please disconnect and reconnect so that I can get your tag.
I'll tell you actually, we're taking runway 27 to Gibraltar, so no, it'll be a little bit different. Apologies, I thought we was having runway 09 for arrival, but...
Arabia 274 November, Casablanca radar contact, expect Alpha Zulu approaching at 17 right, turn right heading 240 degrees.
So yeah, runway 27 is what we're landing on, which is the westerly runway. So chances are what we'll have to do is land, do a backtrack, and then come back to stand, will be my guess. Never landed on runway 27, so we'll see how we go on with that.
Casablanca radar contact, clear Ectal to Alpha arrival, Alpha Zulu approach runway 27.
Cheers for the coin, Kieran. Much appreciated. Yeah, so that's where we are, Lee, with regards to the overhead. Hopefully it'll be here soon. When I looked earlier today, it's done quite a lot of progress, to be honest. I suspect it was only shipped about 2 or 3 days ago, so... But it estimates about 11 days, so...
Airnotion 56 Foxtrot Golf, fire present heading, correction to right heading 180 degrees, clear Dallas approach, runway 17 right, report established.
So we've got 503 miles left to run. We've got about 1 hour left flight time.
Right heading 180 degrees, clear Dallas approach, runway 17 right, report established.
180 degrees, clear for ILS approach, 17 right, Airnotion 56, Foxtrot Golf.
Jet 2 Bravo.
Still got passengers as well, which is good.
Bravo, just to confirm, you have stability online.
I presume it's because the door's open. Oh, yeah.
To Bravo FM, new CPDLT is with...
Not much to see, really. So.
Yeah, I tried to connect already. Did you receive something?
Negative. I started the CPDLT. Let me know if you...
Yeah, that's where we are at the minute. Just pretty much... not really got much else to tell you, to be honest. Not a lot's changed since the other day.
I can disconnect and try to connect again.
But like I said, we are actually using the latest version of the Phoenix aircraft tonight. The previous episode we wasn't, which is probably why we still had the flickering displays. But obviously that's been fixed now.
Level 50.
Are you still with us, Leo, or are you busy doing other things? But yeah, let's check out. I'm going to quickly check out this parallel 24.
423 Alpha, continue descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1016.
Continue 4,000 feet, condition 016.
Let's have a quick look at it.
2 Bravo,
Oh, good one.
And 2 Bravo, expect Samar 6 Charlie arrival.
Expect Samar 6 Charlie arrival to it, Bravo.
So I'm just having a quick look through what you sent me.
Foxtrot Golf, runway 17 right, clear to land, surface wind 240 degrees, 12 knots.
Clear to land, 17 right, runway 56, Foxtrot Golf.
So it's called Chase Plane, is it? Is that what the... Okay. It's obviously not freeware, which to be fair, like, if it's decent, I don't really mind the freeware situation. Oh wow, it completely overhauls the whole view process, doesn't it? Completely different. What I'm interested to know though is if it works. So does it have any sort of recording functions on it?
Romok 423 Alpha, clear direct Agamo. By Agamo, clear Dallas. Zulu approach runway 27, report established.
Reason being, because obviously I pretty much always go back through the... yes, it does full cinematic films. Oh, that's pretty cool. I shall have a bit more of a look at that. So it doesn't have any recording functions. That's okay though, because what we can do is we can use the replay tool, which we do use occasionally, and then go through it. But to be fair, I suppose when we're in this sort of stage of flight, it would be quite useful as well. We'll get us some decent views on streams as well.
Lunar 57 Alpha Foxtrot, information Alpha current.
I'll certainly have a look at it.
Dolphin 1 Alpha departure, climb initially flight level 80, squawk 6406.
So at the minute it looks like we're flying to nowhere. There's literally nothing. It's because the next waypoint's quite a way away. Yeah, it's giving us a bit of a shortcut though.
Foxtrot, read back correct, report when ready for push and start.
KLM 812 is ready for descent.
KLM 812, call list voie control on 125.550, Master Land.
125.550, thank you for service KLM 812.
Are they pretty cool, the flap has used? Obviously, the thing that I'm thinking is if we're recording, that obviously all my flights are recorded on here. It's more, obviously when I do uploads and stuff as well, it's whether it would work very well within sim alongside a live stream. I don't really know, but we'll definitely have a look at it. Definitely have a look. It looks like you get some cool views. I'll just skip through some of the pictures. and some of the even some of the videos and stuff are amazing, really. Be interesting to know if you can make shortcuts to these views as well, because obviously from when I move between the views here, that call constant buttons on the joystick. So I'd imagine you will be able to set custom views to it. Like I say, I'll have a good look at it. Excuse me, I'm yawning already. So let's have a quick look. No, there's nothing happening really on TikTok this evening. More action over on the YouTube side tonight. So guys, what would you like when the My Java Sim overhead comes? Would you prefer a full unboxing and like setup, installation, review, or would you just prefer a brief unboxing and then used in action? What would you prefer? Oh no, that's good. If you can assign to joystick buttons, that'd be good. No, that would be really good. Good evening, Ever Entertainment. Hope you're all good, mate. So we're pretty much just in Amber Cruise at the minute. Let's have a look from the outside, shall we? Trying to go somewhere where it's not too noisy.
And November 374 November, turn left heading 255.
Like I say, there's not really a lot to see. We can see land over on the right side, but we're just coming into sort of Moroccan airspace.
Welcome to Casablanca, that is standard gauge.
There's a good chance we could have a go around here at Gibraltar as well. If I'm honest, I've never flown there before, so there's a very good chance for that. If we need to divert, we are going to EMG, wherever that is, which is Malaga Airport. If we need to divert anywhere, hopefully we won't. We'll go from there. But no, yeah, if you can assign to joystick commands, that would be really good, Leif. Yeah, so with regards to your performance, Lee, I wonder if it's because, so when I looked the other day, I don't know if you noticed a couple of my streams have been a bit stuttery lately, and I was a bit confused why, and I just presume it was because of the new SIM update, but it turns out the SIM update had actually decided to, well, basically it just decided to cut itself off, was the easy way to say it, and it just tried to process everything through 4K, and for one, these aren't 4K monitors, and two, my GPU definitely cannot handle 4K. It struggles at 1440, to be fair. So that's the reason why it's been a bit stuttery, I think. I noticed it reset quite a few settings, so I had to go pretty much back through it all from the beginning.
Casablanca, hello, Iberia Express 1546, Richie Bastos, level 360.
One thing I will do though, and apologies Patrick, I will have a look at your message on Discord and just open it now.
November 374 November, left heading 200 degrees. Iberia Express 1546, Casablanca radar contact, maintain flight level 360.
Thank you, maintaining 360 with possible KPDLC.
Affirm, 60 LC has been accepted and logged on.
Thank you.
Blue Max 1 Quebec November, contact Canary.
Island, oh, you Island flights in 2020? Fair enough, buddy, fair enough. Are you planning on switching over to 2024? Because I know quite a lot of people have now decided to make the switch over to 2024. There we go. So, see how that goes. So guys, I'm just having a quick look.
Mark 94
There we go.
Arabia 274 November, runway 17 Airways line, wind 240 degrees, 12 knots.
runway 17 right,
I got 24 last Christmas and never used it, but I don't think you will in the new year. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Yeah, a lot of people didn't move over, did they, to it? Which I get it. I do get it. So, guys, I am over on Discord as well. In the group, in the live chat, so if anyone wants to come join the Discord channel and join the chat, feel free.
Correct, Balba, rather 1 Mike.
There are a few people have recommended it previously, but see if you want to chat on Discord. I'm in group flight 1. Well, to be fair, I probably should be over a community hub 1 really, but so yeah, feel free to join.
Dinner 09, correction 02 November Romeo, Casablanca radar, Assalamu alaikum, confirm request and clearance.
So, we're pretty much at the halfway point now. Yeah, we're just over the halfway point really. We should be on the ground at 12:18 according to this. 396 miles to run. Hey Lucas, how are we doing? So guys, if you just bear with me a few minutes, I'm just going to... Well, funny you should say that, Lee. I was considering it, but the only problem is... one, I don't know how to create them. It should be pretty cool. At the minute, I don't really have enough time to make them. Ideally, I'd like to have the virtual airline eventually. That's probably the end goal. Yeah, that'll be the end goal, really. Whether in the meantime we'll decide to... I have been considering about going over to AirNot. However, I don't know what his thoughts would be with what he's feeling with streaming and stuff would be. Because obviously he does his own streams. But yeah, it's something I have considered in the past, but just not really action on any of it. So guys, I'll just to loot and I'll be back in a minute. And I'll just request. Yeah, if you've got any other questions, guys, feel free to ask. If you say if you want to join Discord, feel free as well. Well, that's what I was thinking, Lee. I'm not very graphical like that, as you notice with a lot of these stream images. Quite often I don't tend to do that. Yeah, it would be nice for someone to help us out and do one. Maybe it'll happen at some point. Not in any major rush at the minute. I just really want my overhead at the minute. Overhead and throttle. Once I got that, I'll be a lot happier. It'll change the streams a lot as well. It'll save too much of looking up and down constantly. Elon, hello. How long do we land? So we land at in about an hour's time, just short of an hour, just under an hour. There we go. So guys, bear with me a minute. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Transcendez 61 kg Charlie, Casablanca, vous êtes identifié. Vous êtes autorisé pour la Tussor 1 Hôtel arrivée piste 21 avec l'ILS approche. Descente niveau 90.
Dans les Tussor unité Hôtel pour la 21 et on descend de 90 Transcendez 61 kg Charlie.
Une R80 Romeo Mike, Casablanca bonjour, l'information par Aurecife, autorisé Majorque, Dolce 1 Alpha départ, montée initialement niveau 8-0 et transpondeur 6-4, 6-3.
Dans l'unité 80 Romeo Mike, et on est au départ et Alpha, on monte niveau 0-0 et transpondeur 4 points.
Une R80 Romeo Mike, votre route il est correct, rapidement rester très peu de distance et la mise en route.
Rappel
Now I gotta change in views. If I go back with you, apologies. Suppose better let them know we're back. Thanks for the like, Elon. I don't know what you guys think to these new cans from these new Coke cans. Pretty interesting colour. So one thing we could do with doing is popping in our landing data. So what we'll do is request, well we can't request an ATIS, but we can request the latest weather from for our destination. So Lima X-Ray Golf Bravo. Weather request identified. Meta, yes. And we'll just head over to the received messages page. At least it didn't take us too long to get out of everywhere. So, when you first started ATC, were you scared to talk to ATC? Of course I was, Zealand. Of course I was, mate. It's quite daunting at first. My biggest suggestion to you would... That's not me. One thing I'd suggest doing is just take your time, really. Fly at airports that aren't too busy. So avoid places like Gatwick, Manchester. Edinburgh's not a bad one, actually. So Edinburgh can get quite busy. But it's not a bad airport to learn at because it's quite a small airport. There's only one major taxiway. So yeah, that would be my suggestion, buddy. But yeah, if you're not sure what to do, we've already done videos on it. There's plenty of videos out there as well. of how to deal with it. And I don't know what you guys thinking. I'm considering about putting the seatbelts back on my setup. I don't know why. I just feel like it adds a little bit to the immersion to myself rather than anything else. So I don't know what you guys think. I took them off because they got a little bit annoying. But there we go. Yeah, thank you for the follow, Elon. Feel free to drop us a message as well. We also have a Discord as well, so if you want to join us on Discord, feel free, buddy. Like I say, I'm no expert really with VATSIM. I've flown it for quite a few years, but I wouldn't say I'm an expert. So let's have a quick look at the latest METAR 2120. So the wind is 250, so I'm just going to pop this in my scratch pad here on the side. Wind's 250 at 9 knots. 999 for the visibility. View cloud 6,400, so it's overcast as well. 11 degrees Celsius temperature. 1009 for the QNH. The only problem we're going to have is there's no minimums on. Obviously, we don't have any charts for Gibraltar, which is really annoying. And I don't know if that's an error with the Navigraph. There we go.
Runner 197 Zulu, Casablanca, Assalamu alaikum, squawk 6376.
So the heading's 268. I'm just having a quick look at the charts. There is no minimum here, so we'll probably go safe at like 500 feet or something. Right, let's head over to the performance page. So pop all this information in. The QNH 1009er. Temperature is 11 degrees. Wind is 250 at 9. Transition level is, we'll leave it as it is. We're going to give the barrow 500. We'll just see what sea level is here actually. 11 degrees we'll see. Oh, elevation, yeah, 11 feet above, so that'll be fine. Nice and comfy. We'll go with that. But yeah, if you've got any other questions, Elon, feel free to ask me. We'll try and answer the best we can. We are also available on YouTube as well. There's loads of YouTube videos on there. Absolutely loads. But yeah, with regards to liveries, I would like my own livery. I think it'd be quite cool. The only problem is obviously for model matching, it may be an issue.
Runner 197 Zulu, contact, clear direct Barakba.
Are there? How do you get to them? Because I don't know how you get to them, if so.
And runner 197 question, 197 Zulu, that question.
Unless they don't pre-populate the same. Let me have a look. Ah. Thank you, Lee, very much, mate. So what I normally do is, when I'm on the flight options, it tells you what arrivals and stuff are there. I forgot to actually check the main chart, so there we go.
Runner 1 Mike Lima, continue descent flight level 70.
Yeah, cheers for that, Lee. I didn't really think about it, to be honest. Well, I did think about it, but... So from up, 3,000 feet. So actually, we may need to have a quick look at our plan then. Yeah, so let's just have a quick look at this. And that's why. So from up we want to from runway 27, which we're going with. onto a heading of 297 degrees. So what we'll do is we'll clear Palmos on here. Must be away, so bookmark. Apologies guys, I'm just going to have a quick look, see what...
7 Bravo Alpha, buenas tardes, flight level 380. Wheeling 7 Bravo Alpha, Casablanca, buenos dias,
7 degrees.
Clear direct Basta. Direct Barpa.
So hopefully now if we look... So that says here to go 297 degrees somewhere, which seems a little bit silly. And then it'd be manual flight from there. Cool, so... that's got a general direction of where we need to head afterwards. Cool, so that will get us somewhere about that. One thing we could do...
122
one thing we will do is we'll just pop a radial on there as well. That's not what I wanted to do, but there we go. So, what's the opposite radial to that? 088. So, apologies guys, I'm just having a quick look. So that's given us a nice extended centre line there. We can give ourselves a nice 10km radius as well on the outside of it. Wonderful, cool. No, thank you for finding that, Lee. It's much appreciated, buddy. Like I say, I literally said earlier I'm no expert with flight sim, and I'm still getting used to GSX. Not GSX, Navigraph. To be fair, I'm fairly good with it, but clearly not that good. So we're pretty much in controlled airspace for another, wow, till we get to the TNR transition. We've got a bit of weather over to the left hand side of us. It's nothing of much excitement for us. So one thing we could do though is we could have a quick look at our altitudes as well. So, so we need to be above 3,000 feet up more.
Ryanair 1 Mike Lima, continue descend altitude 4,200 feet, condition 1016.
Descent 4,200, Ryanair 1 Mike Lima.
And Ryanair 1 Mike Lima, QNH 1016.
And QNH 1016, sorry, Ryanair 1 Mike Lima.
So our top of descent's in about 150 miles or so. Let's have a look. Top of descent time 11:53, so 120 miles.
65 kg Charlie, continue à descente 3000 pieds, le PNH est à 1011, expected ILS piste 21.
Then we'll start requesting our descent.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Ryanair 1 Mike Lima via Raman, please RNP approach runway 28, report established inbound.
Clear RNP runway 28 approach, report.
Not seeing much traffic around us either. A lot of chatter, but not much traffic.
Casablanca, good evening, running.
There's not many aircraft in this sector, to be fair.
Casablanca radar contact.
Not compared to the Canary Islands. That was a massive sector, that was. Absolutely massive sector.
Direct for Doobie, run at 3 Romeo.
What do you guys think camera view wise when we get the overhead? How do you think it's going to be best to shoot the stream?
Lunaire 02 Novembre Romeo, vous êtes identifié, montée niveau 380.
Evening, Stuart, how are we doing? No, we're not doing cheap views, thank you. One thing we could have a look at is have a quick look at how much runway we're going to utilise there on. So we're pretty much going to come in from this direction to up them up, make a left-hand turn, then we're going to track onto the... There's the basic plan.
KLM 999 Lima, Casablanca, bonsoir. Clé direct à Doubie, radar contact.
Let me see, direct Adobe KLM 99 Lima.
So the first fix is 10 nautical miles out. So that round circle on the plan will give us roughly where we need to be anyway. So yeah, that 10 nautical mile radius will give us a decent idea. That's our extended centre line. So we can pretty much follow the plan. We need to be at 1,520 feet at 5 miles. 920 feet at 2 miles. Oh, there we go. There's the minimums that I was looking for earlier. So they're much higher than we thought, actually. So they're 920. So it's going to be a visual approach, obviously. And I think that's literally the only thing you can do is visual approach. Have a quick look on here as well, see what track we can follow. Due to the location of the airport is significantly concentration of bird activity, all stages of flights until 2,000 feet. Also, turbulence and wind shear is a possibility as well, and obviously there is traffic that crosses the runway. Hopefully there'll be no traffic crossing the runway when we land. They've even got some charts to look around wind effects. So yeah, there's quite a lot of turbulence then around the whole runway, really. Do you want me to recheck the wind? I've already checked it, to be fair. Shall I have a look? I did already check the wind, to be fair, but it wasn't too bad. 250 at 9 it was previously. Looks like you can get a little bit of turbulence close to the threshold there. Let's have a look for you. Weather. Wind 250 at 9, so nothing's changed really. Nothing's changed whatsoever. We'll see how we go.
And Casablanca radar KLM 999. We have a medical emergency on board and would like to divert to Casablanca.
Oh dear.
KLM 999 Lima, Roger. redirect fallback, Foxtrot Oscar Bravo Alpha Charlie.
We do need to have a look at how much runway we're going to use though.
999 Lima.
So our landing weight, bear with me, is 58.4. We're not using auto brake low then. So be auto brake medium then, and then probably max manual braking.
KLM 999 Lima, clear fallback for Alpha arrival, ILS Zulu runway 17 right.
So about 80 miles down till we descend. Yeah, at least the wind's not too bad today. But it looks like, looking at the charts, it says that it can get turbulence quite close to the threshold.
Correction, 999 Lima.
France Soleil 61 kg Charlie, piste 21, autorisé atterrissage, le vent est 280 degrés sud.
Autorisé atterrissage, France Soleil 61 kg Charlie.
Linéaire 02 novembre Romeo, parfait, autorité directe top speed.
Yeah, Tom, how are we doing?
Romeo, autorité directe départ.
Got a nice tailwind though. Well, more a crosswind, but I don't know if FS Realistic's active again though. I'm a bit concerned about that. It doesn't feel like it's been active. It seems to not always work first time as well. But if it's not active, there's not much we can do about it. For some reason it doesn't always start with launch up, and I don't really know why. But I don't know if any of you guys know much about FS Realistic and why it doesn't. I wonder if it's because the community folders move locations.
KLM 999 Lima, roger.
Probably more like to have screaming passengers to be fair.
License level 380, 99 Lima.
So we'll just wait till we get past this airport and then we'll start requesting our descent.
Under 1 Mike Lima, contact Manera ground on 125.475 after.
Contact ground 125.475.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not been active the whole flight to be honest. Because you can normally tell.
Casablanca radar, good evening. This is Ryanair 6688. Request IFR clearance to Agadir, inshallah.
Ryanair 6688, Casablanca radar, assalamu alaikum. Clear destination, Subma 2000 departure, runway 28. Time initially flight level 100, book 3676.
There we go. It's connected now. Ah, there we go.
1 Delta departure, runway.
There's an update waiting for it. That's probably why it's not worked.
Initially climb 100. Flight squawk 2676.
So it's active now. We'll see how we get on with it.
6688.
Ryanair 6688, confirm Subma 2000 departure.
It didn't seem to install properly. That seems to be the issue with it. Either out of the I need to reinstall it properly.
3676, Suda 2 Delta departure, runway 28, Ryanair 668.
So that's only 40 miles after December. Casablanca radar, Scuba 970 requesting descent.
Speedbird 907 Juliet. Descent flight level 70 level by Galto.
Flight level 70 level by Galtos, bit of an answer to that, which was what I was hoping for, to be fair. So you want to be flight level 70, Galto 075, so be press manage.
999 Lima, descent flight level 380.
Yeah, let's have a look.
380, look, oh ja, look, okay, 99 Lima.
1,700 feet, there we go. This will be how you know it's active, you'll see it bounce a little bit more. And you'll also hear the horrible bang as we smash it into the runway. Was you on the other night, Lee, when I did my landing into Jersey? Oh my lord, that was not a good approach or a good landing. I landed before the touchdown zone. Hope it'll be a little bit easier daytime. Obviously, most of the flights we do at night time, generally speaking. I thought I'd mix it up a little bit today with a bit of a daylight. So we've got 120 miles, well, 20 miles to the top of descent and then 88 miles to Galto. It's a nice steady descent really. We've got another company message, and I imagine that's going to be our stand assignment, I would have thought. No, it's not. Oh, it's speed. It's. I want to send a delay code for 78 minutes, just because it thinks. Obviously, we submit the flight plan at the right time. Obviously, the time is way off where it should be. Yeah, that's very true, probably very true. Hey, but actually, we did do a go around the way though, because it would be a quite a scenic approach flying around the rock. Well.
Linéaire 57 Alpha Foxtrot, piste 03 autorité de décollage, le vent est 280 degrés sud.
Obviously, we won't secure the cabin yet, they've got a little while till we get ourselves down.
Linéaire 80 Romeo Mike, derrière la compagnie 737, aligné à vous, piste 03, derrière.
Yeah, not sure why it hasn't started up automatically. Oh, there we go.
Linéaire 80 Romeo Foxtrot.
Yeah, I've heard that it's really good. I've had a couple of friends actually that have been there recently, and they said it was. It's quite a challenging approach as well, because obviously the runway is really short. You've got sea either side, and obviously you've got the famous rock that's in the way as well. But no, it's it's quite an enjoyable approach.
Derrière la compagnie 737, à l'écoute, piste 03, derrière.
Weather's looking okay as well, so let's see how we get on. I don't know if any of you guys on stream happen to have the next level race in like Seat Pro, and whether the play will fit both the MCD and the wing throttle. I don't know. I've seen a couple of people with it, but I'm not sure how they've gone about mounting it. If not, there's a couple of ways around we can do it anyway.
57 Alpha Foxtrot, vous êtes identifié.
So guys, if you're not already subscribed, feel free to give us a like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully support the channel a little bit more. We've had quite a lot of interest, to be fair, particularly on TikTok. I get loads of messages on TikTok with things, to be honest. We're hoping to actually partner with VATSIM with part of... I've sent them an email today actually, asking if I can do a product review utilising their logos and stuff. I don't see it being an issue. Obviously there's no money sort of in connection with it, as I pay for the panel myself, so it'll be my honest opinion of what I think to it. And I can tell you now, one of the negatives I'll say is around the shipping side of things and the time delay of getting the product. There we go. Oh, we've got a nice beefy tailwind at the minute. Really beefy tailwinds. Hey Polly, cheers for the like.
Lunaire 80 Romeo Mike, piste 03 autorisé décollage, le vent 280 degrés sinueux.
Ah, good, nice one. You just about Dublin. Is there an event on there tonight? There was last night. There was an event from Dublin to Schiphol, I think, or Amsterdam, or somewhere that direction. Cheers for the like, buddy. How do you guys find the stream, generally speaking? Do you find that the views are big enough? So I've been debating about this. Obviously, the problem is I don't want to cap off too much of the screen. So obviously, for me, it seems really small, the view. But obviously, depending on what device you're watching on, whether it's decent on the phone, I'm not sure, compared to if you watch it on TV, whichever. But if you've got any suggestions to make the actual stream look any better, obviously on TikTok it looks completely different. It's a bit of a mixed match of everything, really. Solid's the same on Wingfest. Do you mean in regards to shipping and stuff? Yeah, I don't know. Wing, I've got really good experiences with Wing's shipping times. Obviously, yes, there's pre-order processes. I find with Wing, as long as you order it on the night of release, you tend to get it quite quickly. The only problem with Wing on the night of release is everything crashes. The website crashes, so I do think their website could be a little bit better. I had to wait I think I stayed up about 2 hours. Obviously, all of their release times are like 2 o'clock in the morning, so... no, there isn't tonight, but that's my Ryanair base. So, are you part of the Ryanair VA? Cool. And then I'm guessing, are you in the PMDG 737? I don't know what people's thoughts to the PMDG 737 are. I obviously don't own it. I've watched a few videos on it. I personally think for the amount of time that people have waited, and I used to have PMDG products all the time, I don't think it's as good as the Phoenix still. I really don't. Yes, you can open like the overhead lockers, but then they've missed like really important bits out, like being able to disconnect the external power and stuff. Cheers, Lee, for the follow, mate. Yeah, I don't know what your thoughts are with the new PMDG. I think for the amount of time that people have waited, I don't think there's anything that special about it. Yes, it has CPDLC integration, which is a real big bonus. Obviously, we do use it sometimes in sim, but I rarely use it, to be fair. It is quite nice when it's a busy airport. It's nice. So we've got a bit of weather over to the westerly side, but nothing is going to bother us. So once we get a bit close, we will start reducing our thrust a little bit, but yeah, I don't know what people's thoughts are with the wing flex overhead, because obviously that wasn't out at the time I ordered my VATSIM one. I do think it looks nice, but I think I can't remember how much the wing flex one is. Let me have a look. Now I got a bit of a deal in fairness on mine. I've got a little bit more off mine than I should have done.
All station, Casablanca radar now closing 15, come on, 122.8, ma'am. Salama.
Oh, 122.8.
Goodbye.
Bye, sir. So we'll say goodbye to him and move over to Unicom. So, if in fairness, so we've had quite a decent amount, haven't we? So let's have a quick look. Oh, there you go. You beat me to it, Lee. $599. So what's that in pounds? So it's a little bit cheaper than what I paid. So I paid $650, I think, for the Java Sim. Yeah, it's $650. However, that did not include the shipping cost, whereas I think with Wingflex you do get shipping included. So that was an additional cost. Don't know what you guys think. This cloud in front of us doesn't look too healthy. Yeah, so it's similar price point then, isn't it? It's not a million miles off. I do think you get a little bit more with the Java Sim one. Obviously, I've not used it. Looking at the videos I've seen of it, the quality does look quite good. But obviously, we'll tell you all about that when it actually arrives. The Java Sim, can't get my words out now. The Wingflex one does look good. I do think they wasted a lot of space though with the lighting. I do quite like the little when you pop the beacon on that it actually flashes and stuff though. I do think that is quite a cool feature they've added. Something that's not really necessary, but I think it kind of is a little bit cool in a way. Sets it away from its competitors, that's for sure. There's some nice views down here. Have a look from outside. Beautiful, beautiful. This cloud in front of us does not look so beautiful. So 18,000 feet. Local QNH is still 1009. The runway heading is 268, and we want to be onto a heading. Bear with. Of 297 apparently from the waypoint for runway 27, but we'll take that with a bit of a pinch of salt. So yeah, now you can tell that FS Realistics is in action, because you'll see that it bobbles about a little bit more, which is obviously what you would expect. Not necessarily turbulence, but it obviously just it's funny though, because at the front it looks quite bad, and then in the back it's not actually too bad, in fairness. Got a bit of wing flex there on it, but nothing too exciting. So let's get the cabin secure for landing, because it's not going to be too long before we're down. We've only got 66 miles left. Like I say, it may get a little bit bumpy as we get down here as well. I think we'll start reducing our speed a touch now as well, to 50 knots. So we're getting a nice tailwind, but not so good for the old. Let's just reduce our rate of descent a minute. 1,400 feet, we'll get that speed down a touch.
The captain has now switched on the fasten seatbelt signs and will shortly be landing. Please now return to your
What made you cancel it then, Lee? Was it just the wait time with it, or what sort of?
seat in front of you. Once again, if you're sitting in a front row seat or an emergency exit row, please place all items back into the overhead lockers only, leaving the floor area around your seat completely clear for landing. Please check your table is folded away. Your seat is in the landing position.
Obviously, I don't know how much with regards to customs costs with the UK. I'm not sure. We'll see how much that will cost. I'd imagine it's not going to be cheap, but if I'm honest, like, there's not really, in my opinion, there's not really a panel that compares without paying for. So, like, the best one I would say is the Scholarchy Simulations one. But even then, and I know they're really, really good quality. I think when you price it, it's like 1,100, I think. Obviously, full overhead's about, I think, about 5-6 grand from them. So we're going to set order brake medium for landing. I'm gonna bring a touch of spoilers out there, get this speed down a touch. Amazing how much difference it makes, to be fair. Poor wait time, poor communication. Yes, that's the other thing I noticed was the light bleed. That was something that I did notice actually looking at the video. There's quite a lot of light bleed through the panel, isn't there? And yeah, I don't blame you for waiting for Wing Wing. I think they will have something up their sleeve this next year, to be honest. I really do. So the clouds are looking good today. That is for sure. So we're really not far from touchdown now. 46 miles we've got left to run. So we need to be above 3,000 feet for up, and then we need to just have a quick look at the descent profile path as well. 27 civil. So guys, a bit of concentration in a minute. In fairness, wing flex, very apologetic. That's good though, at least they didn't hold on to the money though. That's understandable, but isn't it really? No, I do get where you're coming from though with it. It was a thought that... Fly deck.
Hello, Cameron, door left. Come in, secure for landing.
Wonderful, thanks. So, cabin secure. We probably want our landing lights on as well. And we're going to local QNH 1009er. And we're going to bring that speed right now to 30 knots. Bring a touch of these spoilers out again. Gibraltar traffic. Speedbird 97 Juliet on the approach, expecting runway 27 inbound, up 4,000 feet. So I don't think we've got any aircraft here at the minute. What I could do with it. So just going to look, see what. So we want 297 degrees once we reach this next waypoint. An aircraft crossing our path. He's at cruise level though, so he's fine. Shall I bring this speed down a touch? So, approach checklist, Barf 1009, seatbelt on, minimums of 920 radio, wood brake medium, engine mode select norm. So, we've got a few pockets of cloud here. Yeah, fair enough, mate. You don't want to be spending that sort of money and then be concerned about it, do you? The only thing I was thinking about is whether I should have gone with amber LEDs for the lighting or white or cool white. So I went with the cool white was my option. So just trying to get this speed down a touch. So only a few miles to go. Planning system active. There's no ILS for this runway, so left turn 297 ish. We will adjust it when we'll start bringing our speed back further. 200 knots for the rain. Flaps 1. So there's the extended centre line. It's 340. Let's reduce our speed back again further. Get rid of these speed brakes now. So for the glide slope we want to be at 1,500 for 5 DME. About 900 feet per minute should get us down nicely. Flaps 2, speed check flaps 2. Gibraltar traffic, Speedbird 97 Juliet is on the approach, runway 27, currently 12 track miles. Little lie, we're not quite on the approach yet, but well, we are on the approach, but we're not on finals at the minute. So this is the extended centre line that we can see across the blue line. Should have, well, we've not got a visual yet, but we should do shortly. Then we want to be onto a track of 268 degrees once we intercept this. And then we'll take over manual control. Just double check that the approach page is all completed. So we're going to make a further left turn now to 300. Just going to try and intercept this nicely. What we could do, potentially, we could go direct the runway threshold. Problem is that doesn't give us much distance, so
2,500.
checked. We'll just hold off with the gear for the minute. And so once we've gone to a heading of 268. Not even visual yet, well there we go. So any second now. We can start making this left turn now. So we're probably going to get a little bit of rain on landing, looking at the weather. So we're slightly on the right side of the track at the minute. So 920 Yankee points, that's 3 miles. So we're about 10 miles out at the minute. We'll stay at this one. Well, it's 1,520 actually, but there we go. So we'll hold it at 1,500 for now, and then we'll heading out to 69 degrees. Not long, buddy. We're nearly down. Yeah, I don't know what you guys want with regards to the overhead, whether you want us to go that way. So, gear down. And speed back to 160 knots. So, we're bang on the tracks now. Pretty much on the threshold there. That's 3. And flaps full. Touchdown. So 5 miles we want to be at well, where we are now. Then it's I guess it's a 3-degree Pappy angle. Gibraltar traffic, speedbird 97 Juliet, fully established, runway 27, currently 6 miles. So once we get to that 5 mile point, we'll continue our descent. So reduce the minimum approach speed. Three degrees. The visibility is not very good, is it? So landing checklist, go around altitude is 3,000, but it's not set at the minute. Cabin is ready, it can memo, landing no blue. So we're nearly at minimums.
1,000.
Checked.
100 above.
Got a ship in sight. Gibraltar traffic, speedbird 97 Juliet, short panels, runway 27. I think we've just landed in the middle of a thunderstorm, you know?
Minimum.
Wow. We can't see anything. Go around. On your flag. Speeds, flaps for tracks. On and go up. Right, continuing continuous thrust. 220 knots. Climb to 1,000. Gibraltar traffic, speed 97 Juliet going around to runway 27. Right then guys, this was interesting. Well, I didn't expect all this. I wonder if it's because the weather information we're getting is obviously for I'm just thinking, the weather information that we're getting is obviously live, and we're not actually live, are we? So let's climb to 3,000. Well, 2,500 and just a. Ooh, probably want to give some climb thrust, don't we? There we go. There we go. Right, climb thrust checked. Well, I don't know what you guys thought to that. I thought that was pretty crap. So where's that rock? We've lost visual with the rock. Next, why are we not holding our speed? Oh, that's why we're not holding our speed. So then, guys, I don't really know what to suggest, if I'm honest. Which is not good. Obviously, we're going to go for another approach. So let's go for the minute. Let's go direct to the last waypoint that we had, which is unbooked. We'll try that again. Well, I've never had a wind shear on here before, so something different anyway. Oh. And let's... Oh, literally next to us. So, where is the airport? For a start, where is the airport? So, yeah, that's what I'm considering Malaga, if I'm honest. That is our alternate. I don't think, realistically, we're going to be able to land here, are we?
2,500.
Well, let's not go 2,500, right. Let's hold it 2,500 on the present track. 220 knots for our speed. That's not 2,500 either. Right, there we go. Now we can think for a minute. So the question is, I'd really want to fly in. It's a shame really, because we would have got a visual towards the end. I wonder if we should go. So we got what we got 2.6 tons of fuel. Malaga's not that far away, so if we do need to divert to Malaga, we can do. That was a bit of dodgy flying, that was. I've not had weather like that before. One thing I could cheekily do, I'm just going to double check that the weather's not been activated into like thunderstorms or something. No, it's not on custom, it's on live. So we're pretty much 10 miles from the airport at the minute. Just thinking, well, trying to think. I could change the weather, to be fair. I was thinking that. Because realistically, we're not going to be able to land with this sort of weather, not in an airport like this. So, there we go. Let's... Right, let's give ourselves some broken clouds. It's a challenging approach as it is. So, let's reduce our speed back to 200 knots. We need to make this left hand. So this is the extended centre line we've got here anyway. I want to just give it a little bit more of a run up, that's all. There you go. So I really would like to land here, to be fair, because it's quite an interesting airport. I suppose what I could have done actually, instead of wimping out of the weather, or not set a real time, let's go back in the day a bit. Live weather. So, just gone forward an hour, that's all I've done. Oh, it's still rubbish. Let's go forward a little bit through the day. So let's get ourselves configured again. So flaps 1, auto brake mediums, on the speed brakes. Still looks rubbish, the weather even now, doesn't it? No, we'll go back to how we were with broken clouds, that'll do us. Right. Because realistically, with the minimum we've got there, we're not going to be able to continue the approach. So let's make a left turn now. I don't know, 360 degrees for now. Let's bring the speed back again, 180. Let's get ourselves configured. Just see how far we are. So we're not at the 10 mile point yet. Gibraltar traffic speedbird 97 Juliet on the approach number. Second approach for Gibraltar runway 27. So left 268. And I'm going to do a truck of 268. I've never had a wind shear though, never. Just shows with the live weather how it can change things. I must admit I'm not very good with go around procedures particularly, as you'd seen. Oh, it's got us pretty much on track, hasn't it? So flight directors are back on. So let's have a quick look at the approach chart again. 1,500 at 5 miles. So let's try and calculate this descent at the minute. So it should be about. So that's the 10 mile radius point. There we go. So let's try again for our second approach. Apologies guys, I was not expecting this in the slightest. And that is the problem using VATSIM and utilising real world weather and then not changing the time with it. Because obviously the weather that we've been given is pretty good. Just see where we are on the approach. So we need to come a little bit left, a bit further. Just get ourselves back on this descent path. I think that's the runway in sight actually. So runway's in sight. Get down. Flaps 2. I don't think that is the threshold. It's the rock. Class 3, speed check class 3. And the weather's still looking a little bit dodgy, isn't it? I'll just activate the approach again as well. Flaps full. So landing checklist go around altitude will be 3,000, but we can't put it in at the minute because we're not on the landing system. Cabin is ready. Get memo landing no blue. So wish me luck this time, guys. Hopefully with a little bit more success. Once we're visual, we'll disconnect and go into manual flight. So there's no one on the ground at the moment. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced the go around of it. So I certainly have not. I do need to get a little bit better with my go around flow, so that is for sure. So we're at 1,500. Have we got the runway in sight? That's the next question. Oh yes, I have got the runway in sight. I was looking in the wrong place. So let's about 11 miles to the threshold. Oh, so about 5 miles to the threshold. Gibraltar traffic speed of 970, that's short, panos 27. Manual approach speed. Let's see that up on the hill. There we go, yes. Manual flight. So we've got 2 whites, 2 reds. We're a little bit off the approach path at the minute.
Above. Minimum.
Continue.
1,000.
So got 10 knot headwind. Three lights correcting.
500.
Transponders. First screen. Brake. Medium diesel. Don't know what's going on with the textures for the runway though. Manual braking. Truck spoilers or trucks. So guys, I'm not sure what's going on with the whole texture situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick spin round on the runway.
Very warm welcome to our destination. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the fastened seatbelt.
I don't know what's going on with the buses. That was a bit strange. Obviously I know that the road's open, but I would have thought that they would clear. There we go.
You may now make and receive calls and use all data services on your handheld electronic devices. To check that you have all of your personal belongings with you.
Gibraltar traffic speed of 970 Juliet, backtracking of runway 09 onto Alpha and then to the nearest stand. I don't know what the stand numbers are. After landing radar, predictive wind shear system is off.
Those customers who have ordered special assistance to leave the aircraft today, please remain seated until the aisle around you is clear, and our crew will be on hand to assist you.
Oh, there you go. The textures are fine now. Look.
Here at British Airways, and
What's going on with that?
I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us. It's been our pleasure looking after you, and we hope to welcome you on board again sometime soon.
Not a bad landing, considering the first approach. Granted, I know we've had to play about with the weather a little bit, but that wouldn't have been landable. Not at all would that have been landable. I don't think it'll be internet. I'd be very surprised if it's internet. It normally pops up if it's internet. I've got payware scenery, so the only thing I can think of is that the two are overlapping with each other. Come on, guys, move! Move! Well, it's constant. It's like the M1 down here. Oh well, we'll have another bus, shall we? I wonder if there's some scenery overlapping. That's probably the issue. That's probably why not many people fly here. So we left here onto Alpha, and then we'll have a stand of our choice. I don't know what's going on with the textures. It's very strange. We'll just make up our own taxiways or not. That's very strange though. Yeah, the problem is there's not even any lines, is there, to follow? That's the other problem. Let's try and work this out. I guess there somewhere. Very strange though, very, very strange. We'll just park up where we want really, can't we? We'll see. There's no one here to tell us off. Parking brake is set. So 2 minutes 10 seconds post shutdown. AP is available.
Cabin crew, doors to manual and cross check, please.
Still pass available. Maybe you can come off. So guys, thank you. Ooh, get the right switch. There we go. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Much appreciated. Apologies, it's not been the best of few days, is it, on FlightSim? But saying that, we weren't really anticipating that thunderstorm, so the first time I've ever come across a wind shear in the aircraft as well, so at least we know the wind shear system still works and we didn't crash into the ground, which is the other main thing. And we managed to get ourselves on the ground nicely, considering the texturing, which is weird now because the textures are absolutely fine. Like I say, it could be an internet issue. It may be two sceneries conflicting with each other as well, but we'll have a look at that shortly. But no, thank you very much for joining us, guys. It's much appreciated for you joining us. About 3/4 of a mile away from the line where we should be at, but there we go. But no, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again very soon, and obviously with an update of our overhead as well. Hopefully it won't be that long before it's here, and then we'll get it fitted and tested and can utilise it in the streams. So guys, take care and see you later. See you guys soon.